very, 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 very well. And we back with the
Woo!
No Box Sports Podcast,
Let's go.
episode number 12.
Let's
Brought to you
go.
by No Box Entertainment. And in case y'all didn't know, I'm your host, Uncle Doug.
And I'm the original CP3.
The original, not ever forget it. You hear me?
Yes,
Glad
sir.
to be back in front of y'all, man. Thank y'all for pulling back up on us, man. Make sure y'all liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. And you know we smiling because the Eagles is still thriving, man. We had a battle of the birds this past Sunday, man, down there in Baltimore. You hear me? Battle of the birds. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And we held it down, man. In case y'all didn't know, it was the Ravens versus the Eagles. Yeah, the Ravens versus the Eagles, man. And it was a good game. It was a good game, you know. I think the score was 24-19. It wound up being.
Yeah, not that close though. Not that close, but yeah, it was.
Not that close. They tried. They definitely tried, but you know, this was hyped up as one of the matchups across the NFL, man. It was the Eagles, Ravens, two of the best teams, one of the best teams in the AFC, reigning MVP. They went to the AFC Championship game last year. And the Philadelphia Eagles, man, the team that's basically the hottest in the NFL, and been rolling for a very, very long time. And we got two similar playing styles. It was the clash of the birds. There's only one bird can rule the sky.
That's right.
And it had the bird eye.
It was us.
Eye, you hear me? And this game was very special to me because I was actually at the game. You know, I actually was down there in Baltimore in the trenches, man.
I saw.
And guess what? It was a lot of other Eagles fans in the trenches. We hold it down for real, man.
We really do.
We hold it down for real. Like it was. And I ain't gonna lie, purple and green is a color. I mean, that matched pretty well. I don't see too many people wearing purple and green, but seeing that purple and green all throughout that stadium, it looked like we was doing the joint collaboration. You couldn't tell which team was home, and we definitely let them hear it. I was talking so much trash in the crowd, but it was legitimate trash, and they was talking crazy too. When Baltimore was up 9-0, they was talking spicy, cousin.
I bet. Yo, man, I love the fact that you gotta give a shout out to the fans that actually travel. Like it's almost no place it feels like when you watching the game where Eagles fans don't travel deep. Like it really don't feel like
nationally known.
California, you go to LA. We was in the Rams stadium doing the same thing. That's all the way on the other side.
Yeah, we play no games with the Eagles Nation. Is we need our credit as possibly the top fan base in the world, man. Like, honestly, I know a lot of people love to hate on us just because it's the easy thing to do, Philadelphia. But who rock out for their team like the Philadelphia Eagles fans? It don't matter whether we winning or whether we losing. We come in the same exact way. Y'all just hate when we winning because y'all already know how we coming just on the regular. And y'all don't want to deal with that.
Exactly.
But we travel, man. It ain't a place in this world. It ain't a stadium in this world we won't take over. Shout out to Brazil.
That's true. That is totally, yo, man. Seriously, that's totally true, man. Give it to
Eagles
the fans,
Nation, man. Yeah, we gotta go ahead and give the Eagles Nation a round of applause, man, because y'all hold it down.
They do. They really do.
Yeah, man, we appreciate y'all. And we was definitely down there deep, man. But like the score said, man, we started slow again. What you think about the slow starter? Do you just suspect them at this point?
I mean, at this point, because of the fact that we going on the road, going on the roll that we've gone on, I don't even think about it. Like, honestly, the announcers talk about it and stuff like that. And it's like, okay, but I don't worry about that. Like, honestly, I don't worry about that. I just do we put any points on the board, which we do. By the second quarter, we do put points on the board. And the bottom line is, how do we finish? It's not about how you start the game. It's about how you finish. And for whatever reason, especially the last two games, it's been close, but somehow we find a way to break it open, man. And just, you know.
Yeah. So the slow starts is to be expected. And honestly, I was telling them that in the stands because they was going crazy. They stopped this first drive. They scored.
Nice.
They're like, yeah, they going crazy.
Nice.
I said, listen, we don't even start playing to the second quarter. Y'all too hyped too
Nice.
early.
Yeah, you're right.
Keep that same energy the whole game. Yeah, we keep that same energy the whole game.
Right.
And I kept my same energy the whole game. Every time we was doing something good or about to do something good, it was let's go Birds. Every time they was on the horizon, but they wanted to talk crap to us and send us home like sad so bad. They really did as Baltimore fans, but they just couldn't, man. But second half, you know, Jalen Hurts did what he was supposed to do. Let me pull up the stats actually, because you know, Jalen Hurts is just holding it down at this point, as you see. 11 for 19, 108 yards, one touchdown through the air. I think he had one on the ground also, tush push. Lamar Jackson, you see what he did. Lamar Jackson, I mean, watching them play, bro, I don't see why they play like they play. They play like a high school football team. Like they only run certain plays. They don't really open the game up. It's like if y'all gonna play offense like this, y'all not gonna do nothing versus our defense.
High school though, that's a little disrespect. Not even college. They go all the way back to high school. That's what you're saying?
I'm just saying the play calling is very predictable with them. They don't really mix it up like they should with Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry. Like you see what we do. We got a lesser talented quarterback, and ours look totally more dynamic than y'all. Y'all basically got the same thing over there. Y'all ain't got an AJ Brown, but y'all got a Zay Flowers. Y'all got two monster tight ends. Y'all got enough weapons.
Honestly, that second touchdown by Lamar Jackson, I mean, that was, I think, in almost quote unquote garbage time. So
that was garbage time. No quotes, no quotes needed.
Yeah, so the stats, I mean, for real, like they always say numbers don't lie, numbers never lie. I don't know if I agree with that because honestly, it'd be curious. I mean, we can't break it down to the point of when did he get the 237 yards in regards.
Well, he definitely had at least 37 yards passing on the last drive. So
what, 37? I thought it was
he
even
definitely
more.
Had at least. I said at least. So we know he had under 200 yards passing. Probably.
Right. So I feel like it's skewed. Yeah, exactly. So you know, I mean. And the fact that we held Derrick Henry to no touchdowns,
and he had 19 carries.
He didn't really break anything. He broke maybe the most he broke. I feel like if memory serves, based on the odd test, was like maybe 10 yards. He definitely didn't have a break like Saquon did.
No. Saquon showed watching both of them, and I'm I'm saying that because I was at the game, but you can see it on TV too. I'm sure it's a difference. It's a difference if you get Derrick Henry. Before he gets going, you got a great chance of stopping him. It's not the case with Saquon. It don't matter if you do everything right, fill every gap. It doesn't matter. He can still make you look crazy. Derrick Henry, he's gonna try to run past you. We know that.
He can't run past Cooper though. But go ahead.
No.
He can't run past Cooper.
Seeing that the DeJohn out there, DeJohn, man. Hey yo, I was around a couple Eagles fans, but there was this one particular Ravens fan. He said this was hilarious. You know, people say crazy things while they at the game because you know what goes on at the game, the pregame, all that. But he literally said to me, they love Cooper DeJohn, so a Baltimore fan. Then he goes as far as to say he is our MLK.
Oh my God. What? That's crazy.
Everything, bro. That's a direct quote.
That's crazy.
That was sitting directly in front of me. He said he is our MLK. I'm like, really?
I mean, but he's doing the thing. Like he honestly, like, you know, because they definitely, a lot of talk I've heard is that, you know, him being a white cornerback and stuff like that. Like it's definitely been a big deal made. But I mean, honestly speaking, he and Quinyon have been really living up to the hype so far. Like they really stepped up for rookies, dude. Like they are stepping up, and people are talking about them like in the same token that they talk about any other veteran. You know what I'm saying? They're actually playing really well for rookies, man.
They balling. They balling, man. Quinyon still didn't give up a touchdown pass in coverage. I don't know how they computed. Sometimes if he was the closest one, it don't always go to him. But however, Pro Football Fantasy, I don't know what that is called. What is it called? Pro Football?
I think you're right. I think it's Yeah,
however they rate it.
Yeah,
they rank the players.
Pro Football Focus. Yep.
Yeah, he doesn't have a touchdown given up on him this season. And he is the only cornerback in the NFL that's played over a certain amount of snaps that can say that. So
he's so close to getting picks, man. He'd be so close to getting picks.
He cannot catch, bro. That's his only flaw. Since I watched his tape in college, bro, he's not going to catch nothing unless it's like literally the easiest pick. You know what I'm saying? Like, but he's such a lockdown corner that you don't really get mad at that. But you can see the defensive stats.
Rookie. Do you understand how big a deal? You know what I'm saying? Like for a rookie, that's impressive to be shutting down some of, I don't want to say the best wide receivers, but he shut down some of the top guys. Like Slay was out this game. So he is the one that pretty much had to help shut down Zay Flowers and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's impressive, man.
Man, he balling, man. And
yes,
we got the Quinyon count with the original CP3 going the whole season. That I think that's your favorite Eagle, right? I think we can say that at this point, guys.
He's not my favorite. He's not my favorite.
Not ever, but on this team, because I don't ever remember you saying you had a favorite Eagle or talk about a player as much as this.
Because I feel like when's the last time we had a shutdown corner? Like Slay is sort of was when he came to us, he was sort of a shutdown corner, right? Mm-hmm. But to have this is the thing, he's a rookie, and I'm expecting him
to get better.
If he's doing this as a rookie, I'm expecting him to be like
travel.
I'm not gonna say he's like Dion, but to have a shutdown corner is something to say, man. A shutdown corner is a big deal. Like you said,
he can rival what Reeves did if he want to come in like this. He can I don't know about as far as picks because, like I said, he has troubles. But as far as locking your cornerback down
the side,
putting him in jail. He locked up. They won't let him out.
Exactly.
Won't let him out. What receiver next?
I can't stress how impressive enough that is for him being a rookie doing that. Like we expected him to play good. We didn't expect him to be almost like a shutdown corner in his rookie season. We didn't expect that.
Nah, we didn't expect that at all.
We didn't expect Cooper DeJean to be freaking tackling Derrick Henry. Like, nah, no, sir, you ain't getting past me. Like, we didn't expect
the white MLK is on display. I wish I'd have got more name because I definitely would have tagged him and gave him his credit for it. But I said the Eagles is a history-making organization. We signed literally the first white cornerback in NFL history. That's the Eagles, man.
Need to stop with
Eagles.
That. Eagles.
Such a diversity.
Yeah.
No, the Eagles did that. The Eagles did that. You know,
the greatest diversity the Eagles have made.
Listen, affirmative action, and Cooper DeJean is about that action. You hear me?
I prefer that Cooper over the old Cooper we had as a wide receiver.
You know what?
Please don't go to no. Please, Cooper DeJean, don't go to no country concerts and act the fool. Just please.
Yeah.
Please
that was. I know Eagles fan know who we talking about. Chip Kelly guy. Florida guy.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. Please. But our Eagles took care of business. The defense looked great. Jalen Carter was getting double teamed the whole time. Zach Bond was very physical. The Kobe Dean was very physical. Like we just raved about Quinyon and Cooper DeJean. Gardner Johnson, like seeing him at the Eagles game, you get a different appreciation because he's the leader. You know, he goes and talks to everybody. When you make a play, he coming to congratulate you. You give up a play, he in your ear. Before they go out on the field, it just looked like he is the one that, you know, galvanizes that defense. So,
and we cannot understate how Jalen Carter has been stepping up this season, man. Like he sort of disappeared in the second half of the first season, his rookie season. Mm-hmm. But this season, he said, nah, dude, that was not a fluke. I am Jalen Carter. I am that guy, or however they say, I am him in regards to defensive lineman. Like, he is playing like
dominant. You know, dominant. There's no other way to say it.
Double team. Like, you got it's double team, triple, like, you know, and it's opening up for everybody else.
Changing games. Like, honestly, it's a thing of beauty to watch. And, like, when I watched the game, I watched from the D line on because that's what I played. So to see him, people don't realize What'd you say?
I said
People, people don't realize that's what you say. Like when you laugh, you know how when you laugh at somebody, you don't really hear what they say, but you don't want them to repeat it. You just laugh with them like, yeah, my boy. But if y'all out there, y'all laughing with him, forget y'all.
Nah, but go ahead.
But he nice, though. That's what I'm saying. Is basically he nice. You know what I mean?
Yo.
Watching him, people don't understand how much the game can get changed from the defensive tackle position. Like literally, a defensive tackle can mess up everything you want to do that whole day. He can ruin the whole game plan. And we got one of them defensive tackles that definitely ruins game plans.
They comparing this dude already to Aaron Donald, from what I've heard. I've heard people comparing this dude to Aaron Donald. I mean, he's
got to slow down a little bit.
I'm just saying, but I'm saying they're already comparing. So my thing is, I don't know if I agree, but the problem is, or the problem for other teams is that he's only in his second year. Yeah. He's being compared to him, and not to mention the whole Fletcher Cox. We were worried about the beginning of the season, like how we gonna handle this? Is somebody gonna step up because we're losing Fletcher Cox? Fletcher Cox, and he has done what he's supposed to do so far. He has really stepped up.
It's gonna be trouble. Yep. We got a bunch of pups on this defense, man. Oh man, and not to mention Reed is a pup too. Reed Blankenship is a pup. We got Ringo who's a pup. We got some players, and they threw the young boy in there.
Sidney Brown.
36. Forget what his number was. What his name was, Westbrook or something like that. I don't know, but we got a good core. Our defense played well again. Held them to basically 12 points outside of that garbage time. Touchdown. So the defense showed well. The offense, they did what they were supposed to do. Saquon broke over. The whole game plan was to stop Saquon. And they loaded the box. He was running against darn near 7 every time at least. He still broke the 100-yard mark. So Saquon, I like the fact that you had 23 carries. I think you should have 20 carries every game you play in, just to make the defense see all the different ways the Eagles run the ball. So when they play action, when they run that same action with a pass, it's just gonna tear the defenses up when they see those different looks. So Saquon did his thing, but Hurts just 11 for 19, very mediocre game. I would say he didn't really mess it up.
Nah,
made throws when he had to. Efficient
no
man.
Turnover.
Let me get his rushing. Let me get his rushing too. Let me not.
No turnovers. No fumbles.
No turnovers. Let me get his rushing because we ain't gonna do that. So 9 for 29, 1 touchdown on the ground. So I'm gonna say that's about 150. 150 yards, 150 yards of offense, and 2 touchdowns. 1 being the sneak. I heard people saying this and that about Jalen Hurts' performance after the game, and for me, I'm just happy when he don't turn the ball over. Because I'm starting to look at him as a game manager finally and stop expecting the miracles. But a lot of people saying if we need Hurts to play better, we want to see more from Hurts on the game to game. And they got concerns about it in the long term. And people think, if he don't pick it up some, then the Eagles won't be able to win the Super Bowl. I ain't saying get there. But to win, people feel like your quarterback need to be able to rise to the highest level and make the highest play on a consistent level. Do you have concerns when it comes to Hurts?
I don't have concerns, but I'll say this. The only concern I will have, I'll say I have is I believe that the defenses will turn it up come playoff time. And my concern is if they shut down Saquon, is Hurts going to be able to up his level of play from game manager to playmaker? Like, can he do what he did the last time we were in the Super Bowl? Because I feel like the last time we was in the Super Bowl, he was a playmaker. Okay. He wasn't a game manager.
He made a lot of plays. He made a lot of throws, and I think that was the game plan. Of the Kansas City Chiefs to make him beat him, and he was doing it.
So I mean, that's my thing. I feel like as long as this is the problem though. He's a playmaker if he has playmakers with him. So
around.
we definitely need everybody healthy. Do we need Saquon healthy? Of course we do. But we also need Devontae. We need AJ. We need Dallas. You know what I'm saying? Like, he needs to have the weapons around him. But if he has the weapons around him, I think he'll be fine, man. I think he can raise his level. I think he can raise his level, man.
If need be.
I think if need be, if they try to shut down Saquon, it's all right. We got AJ and freaking Devontae Smith and Dallas Goedert. He can find them. I believe in him.
I believe in Hurts to make the right play, to make a winning play. I do.
Yes.
I still got turnover concerns. He hasn't really been put in a lot of those situations where he had to really throw it a lot since Cincinnati. He played well versus Cincinnati. I got concerns with turnovers. I got concerns with being able to make every play, every throw. Like, I don't think he can make every throw consistently. I think he can make every throw, like he has the arm strength to do it. But consistently, like if they say, let's say they don't, listen, it's a situation like this. Let's say they don't say Hurts beat us the whole game. Let's just say they switch to it in the fourth quarter after playing us one way and he don't got his rhythm. And now we need him that whole fourth quarter to be ear you out, Jalen Hurts. That's the scenarios to where I'm a little worried. I would like to see him like 11 for 19. For me to be chilling and cool, I want to see 16. I want to see 16 for 19, 15 for 19. I'm not asking for perfection, but when your opportunities are few and far between, and you know you got the play action and everything working with you, then when you go to deliver the ball, pick them apart. Them the opportunities you're getting to do it. But like you said, with all the weapons around him, if we played our perfect game style, meaning give Saquon the ball, AJ would need it, Devontae over top, maybe go to Goddard of everything at his disposal. I don't have a problem with Hurts being able to make the winning play.
Yeah.
But I do worry that just that one time we might get caught in that spot because we haven't been asking him to do it. He might not just be able to grab it and do it when he need to.
I also add that I do question his arm strength per se, but so I don't know if he can make every throw. But I'll also say that I need him to play. I need the defense to play how they've been playing, and him to play with a lead or play in a situation where we don't have to try to go for a Hail Mary. I don't believe in him with a Hail Mary or a pass where we need like 60, 70 yards.
Yeah, that's not him.
I don't believe in that.
When I say every throw, I don't mean like he throws the best deep ball. That's been a complaint of mine. His receivers have to slow down and catch it a lot. It could be some touchdowns if he threw it better, but he can make a deep throw.
All right,
he can make every throw. But I'm just saying, like, let's say he needs to make the perfect deep throw because of how they playing this. You need to drop it in there and they need to score. That's the situation.
I think he can.
You know what I'm saying?
I think he can. I mean, honestly,
hypothetically, but consistently is like I trust him to make the winning plays. I'm getting there. I'm getting to that point. The kid did a lot of winning in Eagles green, a lot of winning that cannot be understated. But again, my standard is so many Philadelphia Eagles fan standards is the Super Bowl. And to win a Super Bowl, your quarterback has to do amazing things at some point in that run. This ain't the 2000s no more, where you can Baltimore Ravens it a few times. You can't Seattle your way to. Well, we haven't seen it in a while since the Legion of Boom shut down everything. Your defense is so dominant, you just game manage the offense because Seattle had that type of game managing offense. That could shoot it out if they needed to. I think that team playing style is similar to ours with our defense and the way we go about offensively, but our pieces slightly more elevated than there was. You know what I mean? Saquon and them. So I say all that to say I believe he can make the play. I don't think he need to raise his level to play, but I think for me to feel is most comfortable and confident in the team, I would like to see Jalen Hurts just start getting super efficient with whatever he got to do. Then I would have confidence that he could do it at any time.
This is the thing. Only thing I'll add, only thing I'll say is, I think I said it earlier, is that when it comes to raising his level of play, it's only going to matter if they shut down Saquon. right now they can't figure out a way to shut down Saquon and other defenses. Saquon always finds a way to make some big play.
You got to think it's going to happen in the playoffs,
right? So my thing is, I feel like he will. I feel like Jalen, to your point, will do what needs to be done if Saquon is shut down. So we both agree that when it comes down to it, I definitely feel confident that he will do the play that he needs to be done to help win the game. I agree with that. I do, man. I really do. I feel like this team, it's like we were excited in the beginning. We got discouraged, or at least I got discouraged in the beginning of the season. Before the season started, I was excited. As the season went on, I was like, but right now where I'm at, I believe. I believe.
All right, you believe, man. So we got to finish the job, man. That's the best and the most important thing I can say now, because we've been here as Eagles fans. We've been here. Last year we was 10-1, then we went to 10-2. So we've been 10-2 with the world in front of us. We didn't feel like this last year. We didn't. We felt like it wasn't looking right. I think all Eagles fans felt like that. If I can attest, I know you did.
Yeah, you're right.
And we was on the podcast. This year is a totally different energy at 10-2, man. Totally different energy. But we have to finish, so we have to go ahead and look around. Not the league, but really zone in on what the Eagles got left to do the rest of the season. Because if we're going to finish the job, we want home field advantage. We want to be the number 1 seed. So we got the Panthers. We're going to assume that's a win, right?
It's very important that you finish.
Panthers, you would say, is a win, right?
Yes.
Okay. Panthers is a win. Boom. Steelers, what you think? I think we win.
Close game, but win. Yes.
I think we win as well. So that's going to put us at 12-2. Then we got the Commanders after that. For me, this is a loss.
No, it's a win. No, it's a win.
For you, this is a win. So that'll put them, for me, 12-3. For you, 13-2. Cowboys next week.
That's a win. I mean, Dak's still out, right?
That's a win for sure. Dak is still out. So 13-3 for me, 14-2 for you. Then we had the Giants finishing the season, little Giants.
That's a win.
That's a win because they tanking. They gonna get that one away for sure.
That's probably true. Right.
So that put the Eagles at 14-3. You got them at 15-2. That's a hell of a season. 15-2, man. I believe in the beginning of the season you was 13-4, and now you ended up at 15-2. I ended directly at 14-3, what I thought. And I think, do you think 14-3 or 15-2 is enough to get the number 1 seed and home field advantage?
Yeah, because I believe that based on what I think is going to happen, I believe that Detroit's going to lose tonight.
Well, who Detroit play tonight?
They play Green Bay tonight. They're going to lose tonight.
Oh, man.
Even though I'm not gonna lie, I'm partially biased because I got Jordan Love in my fantasy team and I want him to do well.
Yeah, he needs. I got Jahmyr Gibbs, so I need Jahmyr Gibbs to do his thing.
But Detroit is going to, man, they're going to do it. They're going to lose tonight.
They're going to lose tonight. So the Packers,
that'll help us.
Because we got to remember they had I think 10-1 right now. 11-1 or 10-1. So, we need them to lose a couple times. So let's go ahead and put them under the microscope real quick. Tonight, so they lose tonight, that's going to put them tied with us. And quietly as it's kept, that'll put Green Bay at 9-3. 1 game behind us. Then they got the Bills next Sunday. Bills looking like the best team in the AFC right now consistently. That could possibly be a 2-game slide for them. But they will be in Detroit, it looks like. Then we go to the Bears.
Oh, yeah, that could be. I mean, shoot, hold on. That's what they've been saying. They got like a harder schedule. They got the Vikings. Yeah. Yo, come on, let's do this. Let's do this.
They got the Vikings, the Bills, and they got the Vikings, the Bills, and the Packers left.
I believe if we went out, man. If we went out, we got this. Because ain't no way. There's no way I feel like the Detroit's going to run the table like that. I don't believe in it. I don't believe them.
See, I think they're gonna lose 2 times. I think we're gonna end up with a better record than
Exactly.
Detroit. If not the same record, I don't know how the tiebreakers will work out, but I know if they lose to the Vikings and the Packers, then that's 2 conference losses. So that's definitely gonna be worse than us. So I think we can do it. I think we can end up with the 1 seed, but let's say we don't end up with the 1 seed, man. Let's say we don't. Let's say we end up with the 2 seed, and then the NFC Championship game, we have to go into Detroit, man. Do you feel the same amount of confidence if it was the other way?
Yeah, because honestly, first of all, we already talked earlier. The Phillies fans gonna roll and been there, so it's gonna be a struggle in regards to who's going to actually have home field advantage. Now, and on top of that, we ain't got to worry about the weather. We don't even have to worry about that quote unquote excuse affecting us.
Gonna be comfortable.
Because it's gonna be cold here. If they come here, it's gonna be cold.
Mm-hmm.
But that could also affect some players, and it's like, nah, we don't have to worry about that. They don't want to see us. Excuse me. They don't want to see us.
So you good. You don't even need the 1 seed.
Nah, I would prefer it.
Yeah, damn sure prefer it. Saladin, man, I feel the same way. We don't need the 1 seed. I think we will wind up with the 1 seed. But Detroit, if you give us turf, y'all got turf, we got turf too. Mm-hmm. But if y'all have to come to Philly, y'all gonna have a lot of hand warmers on and extra equipment, and that crowd gonna get nasty. Detroit fans will not take over Philly. This is not basketball. The Eagles will not sell their tickets to y'all. Y'all better hope y'all get home field advantage. That's what I will say.
Right. And dome teams don't do well. Historically speaking, dome teams most times don't do well when they go against that cold weather. It's rare.
It's cold in Philly right now because the last couple winters, it ain't been this cold this early.
And we're not even in wintertime. That's the crazy part. We're not even in wintertime yet.
It's going to be a cold winter. So if y'all had to come, woo, I feel sorry for you, but we'll get there when we get there, man. The Eagles,
bro,
man.
What if it was like that shady game, though?
I don't want that. But if it's snow, y'all done with.
I believe in Saquon.
Done with it.
I believe in Saquon. I believe Saquon can handle that. I believe in
watch another snow game, but if he get another snow game and outdo Shady in that, he's trying to take all Shady stuff the first year he come. Like Shady gonna stop cheering. Like, all right, now Saquon, chill, nigga.
Yeah, right. That would be sick.
That's enough. And the Eagles, the Eagles being cool, just how they be cool, and I'm gonna be cool, just how I be cool. Put on the shade. This how we is the rest of the season, man. We just need to get to the finish line. Yeah, get to the finish line. So shout out to the Eagles, man. They play this Sunday versus the Carolina Panthers, 3-9. They should handle business. There's no excuse for them not to handle business. There's no way we're going to come on this podcast. I'm not even going to continue to say that, but we're going to take care of business, man. But let's go ahead and get into the next order of business on the No Box Sports Podcast, episode number 12. Y'all got to know, like, comment, share, subscribe, especially if you watching and enjoying right now. Don't just be watching and enjoying and not going to go tap that button because that's free. That's free to do. Come on now.
Yes.
Come on now. We doing this off the love, but this is good content you get. So go ahead and show love, man. But let's go ahead and get into those Philadelphia 76ers. Yes, we do got to talk about the Sixers. Do we? I mean, what's I mean, okay, all right. For all y'all people out there that just want to discard them, I told y'all last time I'm sticking beside them.
Oh, okay. We'll see.
I'm sticking beside them, man. So they balling, man. Since the last time, I ain't gonna say they balling, but they're doing better.
Yeah.
Since the last time, that we came on here.
Some numbers don't lie in that record.
I don't even want to show y'all that. Yeah, we ain't even pulling the record.
Some numbers don't lie.
But we just came off a loss last night to the Orlando Magic, man. That took us to 5-15 on the season. We are 14th in the Eastern Conference, man. Let me just go ahead and put it up there. Ain't no sense of hiding it from y'all. Go ahead. So this is what we looking like, Sixers fan. What I like to look at when I look at this is to see what is the team in the playoffs with the most losses, and that's AFC. If you want to go play in, which I don't want to rely on that. but the play in go all the way down to I think what 12.
Oh, we close.
The play in we cool. We only got 15
I thought it was
losses.
10, but I thought it was 10. But either way, we
is
still
it 10?
close. We still
okay,
close.
well 14. You know what I'm saying? It's right there, but that's sad that I'm just even saying that. But look at the 8th seed if you don't want to go playing. 13 losses. So it's not like we really won 6-7 game win streak, which we are capable of doing. We have the talent to do, from getting back into the swing of things and possibly look good towards the playoffs to where we can get delusional and say, okay, yeah, it depends on who we play. If somebody else go down, you never know. That's my hope. That's why I'm sticking beside them. But one of the main reasons I'm sticking beside them is, these young dynamic guards we got in Maxey and McCain, man. Last podcast we talked like, could this work, man? Could it work? I mean, is it working?
I mean, they're 2-1. I guess it's working, right?
I mean, Maxey is rounding back to form. He's not being consistent as of how he's playing right now, but he's rounding back to form. Explosiveness is there. He's starting to take the shots he's supposed to take.
Yeah,
looks like he's becoming more of a guard this year, I might say.
I gotta give credit to McCain. McCain is definitely looking like a great pick. It's just a question of what is his role in the future, because I still am not sure if I believe in based on height. Just based on the height, they both can score. I feel like McCain is definitely
good. Think he can play the two
other guys up. He brings energy, but it's just the height thing. Like in today's NBA, I'm just concerned about them too. Like two small guards is not necessarily what today's NBA is like. That's not been like that since the 80s. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's the only knock. So yeah, I'm still skeptical about the future, but they look good right now.
They look good now. I feel like they can play off each other, man. Okay. Maxey needs a break from ball handling. I feel like he needs to be a 2 guard at times during the game.
Yeah, I agree.
And McCain, we already seen he can score off the ball or on the ball. He can. So when you got 2 guards that can kind of go back and forth, it's just the element. Whoever get the ball can just push it. Yeah. And it might be 2 totally different playing styles at one time. You know what I mean? And if they can figure it out together, and it looks like they started off pretty cool. I mean, they're not button heads. It's just a matter of one. They're gonna have to make their threes. That's
right.
They got it. When they play with each other, they're gonna have to make their threes. The one that's not on the ball is gonna have to really be a spot up shooter. But I like them too, man. I really do. And I think it is working. It is working. And if you get PG next to that, and PG is back, by the way, shout out to PG from coming back to a second, after a second hyper extension to the same knee, not missing a week and coming back in basically a week. And you right back on the field with your team, right back in between the lines with your team. I'm putting
29 points in the winning effort. Yeah.
Win at the Hornets. Down there was the leading scorer. I'm saluting that. I know you could have set out longer, you being who you is, and you could have milked that if you wanted to, but you right back in the field with your guys. Salute to you. So with them two, PG, I think Yabusele has inserted himself into this rotation permanently. I don't think it's a situation where we don't play him, because he can hit the 3. He's a pick and roll player. He battles on the boards. He's smart with the basketball. It's like I really like his game. He reminds me of how I would have looked if I actually went to the league. Just take somebody off the dribble, still come up for the 3.
So what's the next topic? What's the next topic?
Kelly Oubre next to them. I'm just going down the Sixers roster. And if you out there, because there's a lot of people that probably see this that know I get to a bucket. Always have.
It's a lot of people that's laughing that played with you that's probably laughing right now.
No, they ain't laughing. They like, he did used to get to a bucket. And I'm saying I might get a Yabusele jersey, you know what I'm saying? Because that is my that's who I would have been if I was in the league, man.
Okay, that's cool.
But I'm saying they do look good next to McCain and Maxey.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do.
One would dare say if that can continue to develop and we can kind of get the big fella back, then could we get something going this season? How would that look?
I'm still hoping. I'm still keeping hope alive, man. I'm still keeping hope alive. I've heard a lot of people try to say, should they trade Embiid right now and get get what you can for him and stuff like that, or do you stick with him? And for me, I feel like it's still too early to tell. We got 82 games. We only played,
people saying trade Embiid.
We only played 19, right? 19, 20 games. Only played 20 games.
20 games.
82. So it's like, what are we talking about? Like, just let's just see them all together on an almost consistent basis if we can. The problem is, do we believe that Embiid's injury is something that he can eventually play consistently with these other guys? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the question.
The trade Embiid talks is happening in Philly right now. Yeah. They were happening in the beginning of the season, and I was shutting everything down. There's no way you trade him now. You have to see what he looks like with this team. This is what all of it was for. But that was before we came into the season, and I don't really know what's going on with Joel now. I really don't. I don't know if he's going to play. They already announced he's not playing tomorrow night. Like, I don't know. And I'm really getting to the point to where I'm not even checking for it no more. Right. No lie, bro. We in a couple group chats together. When I get a notification about Embiid not playing, when somebody sends something like that to the chat, I get annoyed. Right. I get annoyed seeing it now because I'm like, I don't even care. Don't tell me nothing until he's playing. I don't want to hear nothing
about him being out. Right. It's like you're expected.
Yeah, I'm not like I'm like over the situation because it's just like, what is going on with it? Like I don't know. I don't care at this point what's going on with it. I'm just trying to see the team that we got on the floor ball. But when people say trade Embiid earlier, I was like, no way. But the more this unfolded, I'm like, if you was going to cash in on Embiid, this is the time. You know, because
1 year? What, you don't think one more year that we can still cash in or not?
I'm not saying that's what I think. I'm saying if you were, let's think about the other side. If you were to cash in on Embiid,
I apologize.
Would this not be the perfect time? Because if he's never going to be right again, his perceived value is the highest it's ever going to be from the now to the end of his career.
You don't think so? You don't think it'll be the same next year? You think this is the highest? You don't think it'll be the same next year? If he can go once, I guess. Let me stop. Let me answer my own
question. I'm just saying, like, if we don't think, because what's wrong with him now?
Right, that's a good question.
I feel like it's something hurt to the point that where he just need to sit out months, and so he can get back to form, or is it like something that's not going to really get better? You're gonna come back, and it's not gonna look right, and you're gonna get surgery. And then next season, we gonna be coming off of surgery. We're gonna be like, all right, if Embiid look like, and it happens to don't, then we asked out at that point. I feel like at that point, we gonna have to take what we can get. Right now, we kind of in a vulnerable position because I feel like we can't even really cash out. Like, we could definitely trade him, but I'm talking about like cash out, like the Embiid value. Like would I do it?
Right.
I wouldn't, but I'm invested. I told y'all. But if the smart business move might be, but I'm invested, man, and I really need to see Embiid with this roster.
I agree.
At least once.
I agree. We
in
agree.
The playoffs. Otherwise, what did we do any of this for? And I think that's how the Sixers got to be thinking too. That's why they signed him on the offseason. I don't even think he could be traded this year, honestly.
Bottom line. This is the year. If he does nothing this year, I'm all in on the trade Embiid.
See, that's when I say the businessman is going to be too late then, because they going to see that he not going to be right.
But still, there's still some teams. This is my thing. There are a lot of bad. You just showed me the record just for the East. We ain't even looking at the West. There's a lot of bad teams there that could still use.
No, I'm not saying we won't be able to trade them.
Yeah,
I'm saying because he'll probably lose some weight, get a new, rejuvenation, unless the knee is really just south. And I don't want to take for granted that he's just going to always get back to looking like this. I know what a knee injury is, especially for a big guy like that. The 7-footer, he already overcame what we thought he was going to do. Mm-hmm. The level he went to, considering all the injuries he had, at some point is going to catch up to him. But like I said, I need to see it. And this will be my strategy. Keep him out however long he needs to stay out. I don't need to see him try to come back and try to fit in because things is rolling. If he needs 2 months to get healthy, if he'll come back till after All-Star, that's cool with me. Yeah, that's cool with me at this point because we might be eliminated by it anyway. It might not be no point. But if it is a point and we need him really healthy, I just don't want to see limping Embiid back out there again, man. But I'm keeping hope alive.
I don't either. I'm with you. Keep hope alive, man.
Keep hope alive. Keep hope alive.
I'm gonna give him at least this year, and we just have to figure it out next year if we got to trade him. But I'm keeping hope alive for this season, just for this season.
Yeah. That's very specific, man. My hope is alive now, and I can't speak for how much longer. I said Christmas, but we'll see.
Christmas,
but we're not trading Embiid. Just to be clear, we do go back and forth with the dialogue.
You said Christmas,
because I said back in the day, like patience or panic. I said I'm going to be patient till Christmas to see, and it's not Christmas yet, even though it felt like 6 seasons done changed what we've been going through. But it is what it is, man. But shout out to the Sixers. Embiid, get healthy, man. We support you. We would not trade you. I just want that to be the official statement of the No Box Sports Podcast. We would not trade Embiid. We rocking out till the wheels fall off. We just hope the wheels ain't on their way off, man. But Embiid, we rocking with you. Get back healthy, man. The team keep gelling. Figure it out with Maxey, McCain, George, Nick Nurse. Get your coach on. Let's pull something together, man. Let's do it the Philly way. You know how we do it. Sir. But that's our Sixers coverage, man. You know we will always stay tapped in with the Sixers to the end of the time, man. Hopefully it turns around and we get it rolling pretty soon, man. But follow us, No Box, Uncle Dud TV. Make sure you liking, make sure you sharing, make sure you subscribing, make sure you comment. And if y'all don't agree with what we saying, tell us in the comments. Tell us in the comments, and when we go live, we interact with the fans as well, man. We do it different over here on the No Box Sports Podcast. You hear me? Sure. And this is episode 12, and I believe it's going so swell. We about to get into a segment that y'all all like. We all enjoy, and it's a different type of thing today. We got something out the box today. Let's not even talk too much. Let's get into it. Watch this clip, y'all.
It's a robot.
For what?
Intimacy.
You mean for sex?
Mm-hmm.
You bought me a sex robot for our anniversary?
Yeah, well, Lila, she needed subjects for a trial that they're doing for FDA clearance. And you and I are out of sync, so I thought maybe...
You thought you'd get me a mechanical sex circuit without asking my permission?
Well, you would have said no.
Because it's insane and insulting.
Hello, John. I am touch activated, although I'm only synced to you.
This is crazy. You're a robot, and I love my wife.
Your wife is the one who brought me here. Your wife wanted you to do this.
Did you?
Yeah.
How was it?
It was good. Different from you, but it was good.
Well, I'm glad.
I'm sorry. I was so resistant before, but, you're right as usual.
Well, I'm happy you're happy.
Don't worry, I won't be bothering you tonight. Eve wore me out.
Yo, my man said Eve wore me out. I will not be bothering you tonight. Actually, I'm not even gonna sleep in the bed.
Yeah, right. Yeah, said that right. It's like, how do you even? I don't know. There's two questions there. It's like, would you get the sex robot? And B, how would you handle if your partner said not tonight because they had sex with a robot?
Would you? That's the question. Number one. You can't. We got to put ourselves in his shoes since we guys talking from.
So my wife
your
got
shorty
it for
bought you. Your wife,
my wife or my
shorty.
girlfriend got it
Yeah.
for me because we ain't really getting it in like that, or we not connecting for whatever reason.
Said we not in sync right now, and she got awareness to know that.
And she wants to hold on to a relationship, but she want to help me have an out so that I don't cheat on nobody. I can mess with the robot.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I'm gonna say yes.
You ain't take much time to say that. Yes, I'm gonna say
Think
yes.
about it. Look at now. As soon as I think about it, like this is my thing. What's the difference between me doing that and her messing with a dildo or a rose?
I mean, they got the rose. The rose is equivalent to a man robot. So I think if we trying to be fair, then it's only right that we get some robot.
So right? So it's like, what's the difference? Like, you gonna get mad? Like, again, she gave it to him. Now, we can change, we can make it, we can. I don't think extrapolate is the right word, but it's like we can change the question and stuff or change the scenario. But the bottom line is, she said, "Here, honey."
So you going with the narrative of the here, I want you to try this for us rather than the undertones of you better not do this. You know you ain't supposed to do that. She might not mean it. You saying what you so
she
you
was
going
testing
to
me?
You going to
think she was testing him?
I don't think she was testing him in that clip. I think she was genuinely trying to help the way that she thought was smart.
So as long as I don't feel like I'm being tested, like if I feel like what you just said, the scenario is like how that scenario was, which I agree with you. She wasn't testing him. She was trying to
really help.
Yeah. So it's like
you would have did it for the team.
I would
say did it for the family. You got the robot buns for the family. I mean, I understand that. And the robot look real. Like, let's not act like you messing with VR Trooper. No, this is literally a robot that looks like a woman. And she got a nerve, to be a bad woman. She got a nerve to say, I only activate the your touch. I said, oh, you flirting. Your first words, you waking up, you flirting with me, huh, girl? Did you tell her I like when she flirt? Like, that don't make no sense, man. That robot love. For me, I would feel like it's weird. First of all, what context are we in? Are we 40 years into the future where robot is normal? Or is this just like tomorrow? She bring home a robot. And you like, yo, where this come from? Because I can't be the nigga just known the first nigga known to land with a robot. I can't be that. I can't be the Martin Luther King of that.
Well, no, I got to be the first. I want no other guy on the rope.
If I'm gonna have some AI, it better be some virgin. What if you had an AI that was you?
Like, again, I feel like it's no different.
She gave you an AI that was you.
Again, no woman is using a dildo that's been used by somebody else. But no woman's using any kind of toy that's been used by somebody else. So I feel like for me, it's like, that's for me. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right. That's your girl.
Now, the other part of it is, I ain't gonna lie, I would introduce, hey, you want to try Eve and us together? Like, you want?
He gonna try to have a three-way with. Man, you might as well come in here. She know what I like. She know what you like too. She AI.
I mean, I told her. Hey, but
she gonna come in there and be like, all right, we could try that. The next day she gonna come on with a dude robot.
Now hold on. No.
Like, yo.
wait a minute.
Big dog,
hold on. The difference is
right? That's what she wants.
The difference is I ain't get her that robot. So that's a different story. She got me the robot.
That's the technicality to get out. Like, who is this nigga?
AI.
I am no one to worry about.
Only AI I'm cool with the one that played for the Sixers back in the day. I ain't playing with no AI. Nah. Get out of here.
What if he grab you by the neck, like, lower your voice? Like, you gonna let this nigga do that, man? Get my gun. It's over.
I'm out.
I did it though. I'd have did it. I ain't gonna lie. It looked like that's not completely out of the box for that time. I'd have tried it out. I don't know how deep it would have went. Like, my man felt like he had pillow talk with the robot and everything. Like, go ahead and grab me a rag, baby. You ain't gotta leave right now.
I mean, that last scene was kind of weird to me, man. He's like, oh, you don't have to worry about us doing anything tonight because Eve warned me. Like, that part's a little weird. but you know,
that's when the real woman gonna come out. The part that she don't account for. Like, no, I cannot handle this. He liking this robot more than me. What you mean I ain't gotta worry?
Please
You
put
can
that in
tell
the
her
comments,
face
ladies. Please put that in the comments. If you would not, would you be cool with your man saying, not tonight, dear, because the AI wore me out? Would you be cool with that? If you got the gift for him, if he like, nah, not tonight, because the AI wore me out. Would you be cool with that? Please.
You would have to be cool with it, but go ahead, drop that in the comments. Just would you buy your man a sex robot?
How about
would you
that?
do that? You know, just he ain't got to go out in the streets. You know, he gonna stay home. Get him a sex robot. Ladies, would you do that? If that guaranteed your man never went in the streets, would you get your man a sex robot?
You know they're gonna flip it on us. You know they're gonna flip it on us.
What they gonna flip? What they gonna flip?
They gonna say, would you buy me a toy? You know, to keep me, you know what I'm saying? But, you know,
y'all buy your own toys. That's an irrelevant thing.
You know what I mean?
Check that nightstand. That nightstand. Like, go ahead, wash it off tonight if you watching and you ain't doing it in a minute. Go ahead, boil you that thing. You know, because I know about y'all and these flowers. All y'all in the garden and all of a sudden with the roses.
Hey, man. Yeah, this rose thing is real popular, man, from what I hear.
Look, watch this. I'm about to turn a few on. Look. Robot. Yeah, I want to know what movie that was because I want to watch it. I already know he got carried away with the robot. And then she was like, yo, you gotta chill for real.
It probably was. That's how I'm curious to see how that's I'm with you, man. I'm curious. But yeah,
she looked good. She probably had some robot lingerie on. She probably her voice sounded just like a regular woman. So you know, the AI, I think that's probably where we're going, honestly.
And it's either that or it's going to be the threesome I talked about, but we'll see. I have to check that. I have to look that up. One or two scenarios. That's all. You know.
Listen, when a robot and a human might have a kid in the future, you know, they might. With technology now, they'll make up a serum.
To me, what's the difference between the robot and your girl talking about, hey, is add a toy to the thing, a toy to the party? Excuse me. It's like, come on, just.
Yeah, don't let your girl not be, don't let her be a pillow princess where she don't do nothing in the bed. She don't do nothing. Then she get this robot. Like, yeah, it's gonna be a war in that house. You can like, man, could the robot sleep with us tonight?
You ain't like
a nigga like me will take advantage of the robot. I'll be putting more.
Do you cuddle with the robot or do you cuddle with your person? That's the question.
I'll be like, in the morning, could you make me some breakfast? Could you give me an egg scramble? I have her doing everything. Like, it's a robot. What? Put her to work.
Well, I'm saying, but you could at least have her put some clothes on. I mean, but you got. I'm just saying, that's my scenario. I thought you got it for me for my pleasure.
My robot don't like clothes.
I want to see her do it with just the apron on. I asked you, you said no. So the robot, you know what I'm saying?
She a robot. It ain't even sexual for real. That'll be hilarious.
So,
but the question is, would you? And it ain't a question of whether or not would you watch the podcast, because you already did that. And you did it well. Y'all already know this has been episode number 12. And it was brought to you by No Box Entertainment. Make sure y'all tap in with us. Right. I am Uncle Dud, one of your hosts. You can follow me at Uncle Dud TV. Make sure y'all follow me, because in case y'all didn't know, I'm a stand-up comedian too. And all I do is make people laugh. And I got a show coming up. So go ahead and tap in with me at Uncle Dud TV. Make sure y'all like, follow, share, and subscribe. But yes, man, I'm one of your hosts, Uncle Dud.
And I'm the original CP3.
The original, and you better not ever forget it, man. And we appreciate y'all for rocking out with us during another episode. Episode 13 is just around the corner, and we doing all Eagles green. But until next time, holla at us, throw a dial at us.
Stop sweet talking.
Hey.
Tell him what kind of hell you've been catching, and let him know that if he's not ready